Hello, welcome. My name is Lauren Vanosta. I'm a clinical nutritionist and a personal chef. I hope you guys all had a wonderful 4th of July holiday and you enjoyed celebrating and had a wonderful time. So, I wanted to do a little talk about how to get your body back on track after the holiday weekend. Because a lot of us indulged over the holiday and we may just be feeling a little fatigued and tired, maybe bloated. So if that's you, definitely watch this video, and I'm going to share a few different ways to do that and how to just reset your body to get it back to functioning optimally and, clearing out those toxins from all the fun 4th of July festivities, whether it was, fun cocktails or a lot of barbecue, whatever it was for you. I'm sure we could all use a little reset. I know I can, because I was on a trip for about a week even before the holiday. So I was traveling and then it was 4th of July. So I am ready to reset and get back on track. So I wanted to share with you how I do it, which is very applicable to all of you guys. So first, if you're joining me, leave me a comment so I know you're here. I'm checking on my computer with comments. And feel free to ask questions throughout too, and I can answer them for you. So, first thing first, we want to clear out and flush our body of any toxins or, toxic residue from, alcohol or a ton of animal products. And first we do that by simply drinking enough water, and specifically lemon water. So I talk a lot about drinking lemon water first thing in the morning, but it's also important to have lemon water when you're trying to flush your system. And when we indulge in treats or alcohol, we want to make sure we're flushing our system, getting our kidneys filtering and flushing out those toxins so nothing is settling in our body. So definitely drinking a lot of lemon water and staying hydrated fully throughout the day, and continuing drinking water for the next few weeks, and always making sure you're hitting your limit every day. And if you aren't aware, the proper amount that you should be drinking is 34 ounces for every 50 pounds of body weight. So calculate your individual needs and then try to hit that every day. We really want to flush those toxins, and staying hydrated is a huge part of that. And typically when we have a lot of toxins in our body, so I like to say waste matter in the body equals weight on the body. So if we have too many toxins in our system or waste matter that's not clearing out, that's going to end up turning into, that little pooch in our stomach, or just feeling overall, I like to call it puffy or just bloated, and not really feeling very energized either. So staying hydrated is going to help with all those things, and the lemon really helps to act as a diuretic and really flush those toxins even more. So hydration, and lemon water specifically, is your first step. The most important thing and the simplest thing that is often the hardest to do. So next we want to focus on bringing more alkalinity to the body. And to do that, you need to have a lot of greens in your diet. And specifically, whether it's with a juice, a smoothie, or big salads, you want to make sure you're consuming a ton of greens after this holiday, because you want, like I said, to bring alkalinity to the body. When we have things like alcohol or a lot of animal products, dairy, gluten, it's really hard for our body to digest those foods, and alcohol itself leaves acidic residue in the body. And an acidic body is what is a lot of inflammation and a lot of sickness. So when we can alkalize that acidity, it's going to be a lot better. We're going to have more energy, we're not going to get sick, and we're just going to look healthier overall. So we want to make sure we're balancing that pH in our body, and we do that with greens. So like I said, juice, smoothie, salads, any way you can get a bunch of greens in your diet, it's going to be better. So one of my favorite ways is to get bitter greens, so things like arugula or dandelion. Also, the darker the green, the more benefits it has. And switch it up too. Don't just stick with spinach all the time. Go for watercress. I've been on a kick lately putting watercress in my smoothies. I love it. It's awesome. It has a lot of nutrients to it. And greens also have fiber, so they're going to help to pull toxins from the body and flush it out of your system. So with the greens, you're getting a lot of nutritional punch with those. You're getting all the alkalinity. You're getting vitamins like A, K, and vitamin C, and then you're also getting a lot of fiber. And fiber is crucial for reducing waste matter in the body. So greens is our second step. The more greens you can have in your diet, the better. So incorporate them any way you know how. If you're having pasta, throw some spinach in there. Or, in your smoothie, throw an extra handful of greens. Any way you can add more at this point, the better, and the quicker you're going to be able to recover from the holiday. Okay, and the next step is to really give your digestion a break. So when you're consuming a bunch of barbecue foods and, like I said, dairy, gluten, alcohol, your digestive system is overloaded. And just like any other holiday, your digestion takes a big hit, and digestion is the most energy consuming function of the human body. So if we can help it out, we're going to have more energy. And when you can get your digestion back on track, that's just going to help your body be more alkaline as well, like I just said with the greens. So we want to make sure our digestive system is functioning properly and it's not still staggering from our 4th of July celebrations. So by doing that, I want you guys to think of eating light to heavy this week. So start your morning with a smoothie or a juice, something light, but still having some substance to it. But we want to make sure that we're not overloading our system first thing in the morning, because it's still probably trying to clear from the holiday, and our body's kind of a little overinflamed, a little acidic right now, so we want to give it as much help as possible, and we do that by not overloading it more, because a lot of people think, they make one bad decision, and they think, well, I screwed it up for the day, I might as well just keep screwing it up the rest of the day because that's already messed up anyways. But that's not true at all. If you screw up in the morning, continue to make better choices throughout the rest of the day so you're not just piling on the bad choices, right? So starting your morning with something light and fresh and really full of nutrients like a smoothie is going to be a lot easier for your digestive system to break down and absorb, and it's going to give it a chance to have a break so it can continue clearing toxins from the holiday celebration. Just make sure in your smoothie you have fat, some fiber, protein, and lots of greens for that alkalinity. And a lot of my recipes on my website are good for that. I shared a recipe this morning on my Instagram. It's a good example as well. So I will post that in this group for you guys. But really focus on also consuming a little bit less meat this week, because the more meat you have, the more work your digestive system has to do. So when you can incorporate more plant foods, it's going to be a quicker recovery, and your digestive system is going to have a little bit less work to do when it's just having to digest plant foods. All right, the next thing is to really focus on planning your meals. It's really hard to stay on track when you're eating meal by meal. So you have breakfast, you're like, yeah, I feel good about breakfast. And then you get to lunch and you don't have anything to eat. So then you end up either eating out or, getting something that was catered in from work. Whatever it is, make sure you're planning ahead to make better choices. And especially after a holiday, that's really important, because what you do after is crucial to your recovery from that. And giving your body really nutritious food is going to help a lot with your energy, instead of letting that post-holiday slump kind of continue for a couple weeks, right? And especially during summer, you don't want to feel fatigued and bloated and just gross overall. You want to feel alive and energized and light. So planning your meals is going to help a lot with that. And I recently released the July meal plan. So if you guys haven't checked that out, I will post the link for you below this video. But it gives you 7 days worth of meals planned out, and I'm focusing the July meal plan, all the summer meal plans, on de-bloating your body and really giving you a lot of nutrients in every recipe. So lots of vegetables, really plant-based. I think there's only a couple meals that have meat, because I wanted to flood your body with veggies, and a lot of people have a hard time coming up with meals that incorporate a lot of vegetables that are exciting. So this July meal plan does that. It gives you a lot of vegetable heavy recipes that taste good, that are going to satisfy you. And not to mention, it gives you the shopping list and the to-do list for meal prep. Makes everything super easy, so you don't have to do any work at all. So I encourage you to check that out, to have your meals planned and then ready to go for you, so you don't have to do a lot of hard work and you don't have to worry about stumbling at lunchtime or dinner time. You'll have a healthy meal already prepared. So it's really crucial to plan ahead And that will be your recipe for success instead of waiting at the last minute. That's always the hardest part. I struggle with that too. When I come home from work and it's dinner time and I'm like, I don't have anything and I've been cooking all day. The last thing I want to do is cook. So when I plan ahead for myself, that allows me to make better choices as well. So nobody's perfect, but when you plan ahead, it's a lot easier to stay on track. And when you focus on your goals and what you're really wanting to achieve, it's easier to stay on track and to make the time to plan ahead. So instead of thinking in that moment, okay, I really don't want to eat healthy right now, think about, well, how do I want to feel? How do I want to wake up in the morning? Do I want to, feel confident when I go to the beach? Or whatever it is for you, figure out why you actually want to eat healthy and then figure out the how. I'll give you guys the how if you bring the why and you also bring your motivation. So I also wanted to let you guys know that I have 2 spots open in my one-to-one program. It's a personalized program where you get meal plans and customized support. So if you guys are feeling like you're just a little overwhelmed or you have some health issues that you want to resolve, I have 2 spots open. And so if you're interested in that, I will also post the link. But I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday. And if you have any questions about anything I mentioned, feel free to leave a comment and I will answer that for you. But I will just go through a few of the things again. First thing, stay hydrated. Lots of lemon water to flush your system, keep things moving. 2, make sure you're having a lot of greens to alkalize that acidic residue from the barbecue, the alcohol, the desserts. So greens any way you can get them in your smoothie and salads and juices. Also, eating light to heavy, focusing on lighter meals in the morning, smoothies, and giving your digestive system a break. So it's not working so hard first thing in the morning and flooding your body with a lot of nutrient-dense foods, a lot of veggies. And the next thing is to plan your meals ahead for success so you don't go back to maybe eating some of those 4th of July leftovers or just making wrong decisions and then start continuing to feel bad and bloated and fatigued. So, and if you want more support, click the link below to apply for my one-on-one program if you're interested in that, and check out my July meal plan. I'll also link below. I hope you guys are enjoying your week, and I can't believe it's already Thursday. The week was so confusing with the holiday and all, so it's almost the weekend. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.